beginning just clicked. And they just continued to write for us. The material was good for many, many years. And then after about 10, 15 years, you know, it started to get, you know.
And then Rose came along and stirred things up.
Yes.
Oh, your twin sister. I didn't like that storyline.
Well, I did.
Yeah. No, really.
Yeah, I did.
I like Lily, and Rose did well. You did it very well.
Well, thank you. But it's funny because people would come up to me and go, you know what, I don't like that Rose. And I'd be like,
Yeah.
but I play Rose. And I'd be like, no, you're Lily, and Rose is sleeping with Holden, and I don't like that.
Yeah, it was confusing. Yeah.
Well, you know, people will still you as Lily no matter what, which is wonderful. I mean, that's why I'm sitting here today, right?
Yeah.
Till this day, I still can't understand how Holden couldn't figure out who was Rose and who was Lily.
Well,
He only has half a brain.
No, that's true.
then he just had the brain surgery that he lost a piece of his
But
brain.
Martha, you did not finish the whole series.
No.
Yeah. You left the show.
I know, I saw.
Yeah.
Apparently I was not there.
What was
No.
it like for you, John?
You know, when I found out she was leaving,
Did you tell him first?
Yes,
Yeah.
I did.
yeah, she did. She did tell me.
Mm-hmm.
And I immediately went to the producer and begged him to try and figure out a way to make it work.
Yeah.
'Cause I couldn't, you know, I could not do the show without her.
It was because of contract negotiations.
Yeah,
That's it, yeah.
that's, yeah.
Yeah, well,
Let's leave
that's
it
not,
at
yeah.
It's a little darker than that. But it was just time to go. You know, it was really hard to tell him, but I would run to his dressing room and kind of slam the door and be like, I have to tell you what's going on. And, you know, he was incredibly supportive and wonderful as he always is. And it was just time to go and very difficult. And our last scene together was on the Snyder kitchen set. And I walked out and I still remember that scene because you said, come back home soon, you know. And I knew I wasn't coming back. And I knew I'd never be back on the show. I knew I'd never be asked. So it was just very sad time.
But you are the real Lily.
Yeah.
You are the old Lily.
The old Lily, right. I'm getting older by the second. I'm getting old, yes.
Yeah.
But I'm still younger than him a little bit. But just a little bit. Yeah, I was there for a very long time. So it's, like I said, it's part of my DNA now.
What's it like then to see another actress play your part?
It's a little strange because I've seen the show, I've seen this episode that just aired, and I cried when John was doing that scene because I remember the day that he started, and I remember the day that you were talking about, and no, you didn't want to kiss me in that scene. No. Do you remember the first time when he jumped out of the stable? And I think my line was like, who are you? Like, what are you doing in my property? And he said, what did you say? Name's Holden Snyder.
Name's Holden Snyder.
I'm the stable boy.
And I'm like, well, get back to your chores! You know, so Lily was instantly like, but in love at the same time. So, you know, it's kind of strange to see. That's why she was Elizabeth Hubbard, you know, plays Lucinda.
Yep.
To see those scenes with Elizabeth, because remember the scene where Lily just got rid of her adoption? It was years ago, and when I first came back to the show in '93, Lily came back and said, I don't want you to be my mother anymore. Yeah. And we had this scene, we were across a table, like a conference table, and I was just staring at her. And I was just like, one tear came down my cheek, even though I wanted to get rid of her in my life. You must leave my life. I always loved her. You know, you just love her. I love her so much, and we're even closer today than we were on the show, you know.
You're both still acting and singer-songwriters, I understand.
Yeah.
What kind of music?
Well, I've actually been working on a project for quite a long time.
Yeah.
About 28 years, to be exact. And it's almost finished.
Successful, yeah.
No, it's just been one of those things that I've always wanted to do. I actually started out as a musician. And when I got into acting, that just took it back further. And when I left the show, I said, all right, this is something I got to do. I got to finish this record and just put it out there just for my heart to see where it goes. And I'm hoping to have it out in probably about 8 weeks.
So you're both good singers. That's good, because I understand there are a few people that have their birthday today. Wie zijn er jarig vandaag?
Die zijn er dit jaar jarig.
Everybody's raising their hand. It's my birthday!
Let's sing happy birthday for them.
Sure!
Why not? Stand up, please.
De jarigen, sta op, of als je binnenkort jarig bent.
Whose birthday?
Everybody's
Whose birthday is it? Come on up.
We'll just sing it. Ready? We can all sing together.
What's your name?
Happy birthday to you, wherever you are. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday
Dusty, this is your genre.
Yes, it's our genre. Happy birthday, for sure.
Okay, well, you actually didn't lose your virginity to Alden, did you?
No. Well, I lost my
remember
virginity
who?
because I was mad at him for lying to me about the adoption of Iva. So I ran back home to my cottage and I found Dusty.
Ja.
Speaking of Dusty,
Ze verloor haar maagdelijkheid aan Dusty Donovan en hij is hier. Grayson!
Dames, laat je horen voor Dusty!
Hi Grayson.